Are you currently researching ways to lose weight? Maybe you're considering Weight Watchers, but you've tried it before with no real luck. Or you're hearing horror stories about the new program and wondering if it's worth the risk. If any of that sounds familiar, this video is for you. I started my Weight Watchers journey 5 months ago, and while I'm thrilled to have lost just over 40 pounds, the last 5 months have shown me that success on Weight Watchers isn't as straightforward as the app might make it seem. This current Weight Watchers program has sparked a lot of debate, and honestly, some of the criticism is valid. That said, I'm proof that even as an almost 50-year-old postmenopausal woman who didn't prioritize moving my body until about 8 weeks on the program, it's still possible to lose a significant amount of weight without perfection and despite a few hurdles. So, does Weight Watchers work? The answer is a little more complicated and more rewarding than I expected. Hi there, I'm Krista, and welcome to the Hot Air Balloon Project. Here, we focus on letting go of the things that weigh us down, both literally and figuratively, so we can soar toward the life we've always envisioned. Losing weight isn't just about smaller jeans or a lower number on the scale. For me, it's about letting go of the mental and emotional weight too. The doubts, the pressure to get it perfect, the toxic diet culture that told me my worth was tied to my size, and all the restrictions and rules. These past 5 months on Weight Watchers haven't just helped me feel physically lighter, they've helped me release so much that I used to carry around mentally. But if you're feeling weighed down by all of that too, I want you to know there's a different way forward. So let's dive into my 5-month review on Weight Watchers. What worked, what hasn't, and how it's transformed not just my body, but my mindset along the way. As someone who did the keto diet for many years, one of my favorite things about Weight Watchers is the flexibility. Nothing is truly off limits. When I was on keto, I was afraid of carbs, not just cautious, afraid. I had dreams about eating toast and would wake up in a panic thinking I had ruined everything. And after years of cutting carbs completely, when I finally let myself eat them again, it was like opening the floodgates. All those restrictions turned into uncontrollable overeating, not just a slice of bread, but everything I denied myself for years. Looking back, I realized I wasn't just craving the food. I was rebelling against the restriction. That pendulum swing is what led to the weight gain again. I'd spent so long trying to be perfect, I had lost touch with what balance actually looked like. With Weight Watchers, I don't feel that urge anymore. I make pizza and nachos for 7 points each. I snack on pretzels and dark chocolate a few times a week for 5 points. And if you love fruits and vegetables, most of them are 0 points. And that's why it's been easy for me to stick with Weight Watchers for the last 5 months. No more scary food nightmares, no guilt over a piece of toast, and definitely no more feeling like I'm missing out. While I love the flexibility that Weight Watchers gives me, I think it's important to talk about something that doesn't quite sit right, and that's the messaging around 0 point foods. There's a lot of chatter online that this new Weight Watchers plan doesn't work. And while I've seen great results with it, I'll be honest, I've never done any of the older Weight Watcher plans, so I can't compare. But I do think the way 0 point foods are presented can be a little misleading. Right on the Weight Watchers website, it says, prioritize nutrient-dense 0 point foods, which requires no tracking or measuring. These are the foods you should aim to eat often and anytime. But here's the thing, not tracking or measuring any food, even the 0 point ones, can be a slippery slope. You could technically eat all day long, only choosing 0 point items and never track a single thing. I don't think that's structure. That's chaos disguised as freedom. I truly believe one of the reasons I've been successful on this plan is because I track everything, even 0 point foods. I weigh them and I log them. It keeps me honest and aware of what I'm consuming, especially on days when I might otherwise minimize how much I've eaten. Boasting about 350 0 point foods you don't need to track or measure sounds great in theory, But for someone new to the plan, especially someone who's coming from years of toxic diet culture, it can be incredibly confusing. If you're signing up for Weight Watchers to get guidance, you need guidance, not a free-for-all. Now, don't get me wrong. I love that there are so many 0-point foods to choose from. They're there to help us make better choices, build balanced meals, and lean into whole foods without overthinking every bite. And that's a good thing. But I still believe it's important to weigh and track them. Full stop. I pay attention to the serving sizes listed in the app and try to stay within that range. That extra layer of awareness can make a big difference. It can be the thing that keeps your progress steady, especially on the days when motivation dips. Tracking everything, including 0-point foods, has become a habit that helps me stay consistent and aware of what I'm eating. It's not about being rigid. It's about removing the guesswork. The simple act of logging everything has made the plan feel sustainable, not restrictive. One of the first things I did when I joined Weight Watchers was take time to really learn the app. That first week, I clicked on every tab, explored every feature, and made sure I understood what it could actually do. I treated it like a tool, not just a tracker, and I believe that set me up for success. Just like with 0-point foods, you have to be intentional. The app doesn't force you to track everything, but if you do, it becomes your guide. It's not just about logging points, it's about building habits, staying accountable, and being able to look back at what's really working. There are some really thoughtful features built in that support that process. The What to Eat tool offers Weight Watcher friendly suggestions at over 100 popular restaurants. And if you're unsure how to track a meal, you can snap a photo of your plate and the app will estimate the points. It's not always perfect, but it's a helpful starting place when you're in a pinch. You can also sync your Fitbit, Apple Watch, or other smart device to automatically track your activity and earn additional weekly points. And my personal favorite, the 24/7 chat feature. If you're stuck or unsure what to do next, you can just type in a question and get real-time support. I actually made a tutorial video walking through my favorite app features. So if you're brand new to Weight Watchers or you're not sure if you're using the app to its full potential, I'll link the video in the description below. So yes, Weight Watchers has its gaps, especially around 0-point foods. But when you commit to tracking fully and using the app as a tool, it actually gives you a lot more structure than it first appears. And that structure is one of the main reasons I've been able to stick with the plan for 5 months and see real progress. One frustration I've heard from a lot of people, especially those who have done Weight Watchers in the past, is that they really miss the in-person meetings now that they're not as readily available. And while I've never attended one myself, I can absolutely understand the value of having that kind of built-in support and accountability. When I first started Weight Watchers, I decided to post everything I ate online, every meal, every snack, every day for the first 100 days. I didn't have some big plan or strategy behind it. I just felt like I needed something to keep me going. Now, looking back, I realized I was creating something I didn't even know I needed at the time, a sense of community. And if you want to check out those videos, I've also linked them in the description below. There is a section of the app called Connect that's designed to be a digital community space. I haven't used it, so I can't speak to how helpful or active it is, but I know the need for support doesn't go away just because you're tracking points on a phone instead of sitting in a meeting room. And honestly, that's where you come in. So many of you watch these videos, comment, share your stories, and you've become my community. And if you're someone who's feeling a little alone on this journey, I just want to say it matters to find people who get it, whether it's through YouTube, the Weight Watchers app, or a friend who's doing this with you. Community makes this easier and it makes it stick. Because while weight loss is personal, it doesn't have to be lonely. And that's something I've really come to understand over the last 5 months. I started this journey at 218.2 pounds. I was fed up, physically tired, emotionally drained, and a little lost. and not sure where to turn. Now, I'd like to be clear, I do not buy into skinny culture. I'm not here to advocate for that. If you're Gen X like me, or maybe an elder millennial or a boomer, we've had enough of that messaging to last a lifetime. But what I do believe in is becoming the healthiest, strongest, most healed, most present, most confident version of yourself. And if that version of you finds their way to Weight Watchers, then I say take the plunge. But I'll also say this, the scale has had very little to do with me getting to that version of myself. In fact, I think weight loss is often a byproduct of emotional and mental healing. I want energy. I want to go on long walks with my sweet pup. I want to keep up with my nieces and nephew. That's the version of me I'm aiming for. I'm not holding on to a pair of jeans waiting to fit back into them. I don't care about the size of my pants. I care about the whole package, my energy, my mood, my ability to show up in the world. That will always matter more to me than a number on the scale. And that's why I like Weight Watchers. You don't have to be perfect for it to work. You get to live your life. You might take smaller portions, drink a little less, or prioritize lean protein. Not because you're chasing a certain number, but because you're investing in your overall health. Because this journey is so much more than just weight loss. I don't have an end date, and more importantly, I don't have an end number, whether I'm 160 pounds or 170 pounds in 2 months or 6 months. That's not something I worry about or really even think about anymore. My goal is to become the person I've always envisioned, and right now, Weight Watchers is helping me get there. So, is Weight Watchers worth it? I'd say a big hell yes to that. But not just because of the weight I've lost, it's worth it because it's shaping me into the version of myself I've been working toward for years. It's helping me soar, yes, just like a hot air balloon, by guiding me to let go of the physical, mental, and emotional baggage that's been holding me back. And ironically, Weight Watchers has guided me in far more meaningful ways than anything the scale could ever measure. Am I proud of the weight I've lost? Absolutely. Has it been easy? No, not always. Is it worth it? Without a question. And am I getting closer to the real me? 100%. And that is the bingo I'm looking for. Weight Watchers isn't perfect, but what is? It has flaws like anything else, but what it is doable. It gives you flexibility, it's sustainable, and for me, those two things have made all the difference. If you're curious about trying Weight Watchers for yourself, I've included a link in the description with the latest offer. You can use my link to check it out. If you're looking for a friend on this journey or just someone who gets it, I'm here. I read every comment and I truly mean it when I say this space was created for us to walk through this together. And if this video helped you, please like and subscribe. It lets me know this content is resonating and helps others find it too. We got this, my friend. See you soon. Oh, I should test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.